Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and see how this particular phone is holding up in the later part of 2022. 2020, this is 2025. Now, here's the thing. With something like the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, this is one of those types of phones that came out, quite a few years ago, back in 2020. It's kind of showing its age, as you can imagine, but in some ways, it actually isn't even showing its age that much. Like, it's actually very surprising how good of a job a phone like, a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra still is kind of doing. Now, on the exterior, this phone obviously still isn't the best of the best anymore, but it's crazy because this phone still does do a good job from the exterior. It's giving you a massive 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display, and that right there is something that's really cool to see. Having a phone of this caliber is massive. It's, I think, the same size screen as the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now, phones nowadays do give you like a much better type of panel. They're like LTPO type of displays, and they're much brighter. They give you, much cleaner type of, images. But one thing I liked about the Note 20 Ultra was that it was a curved display, and that kind of does give it a little bit of a better impression here and there of kind of feeling like a cooler type of phone, right? It's more unique. You're getting USB-C on the bottom, and you are basically getting your S Pen as well, which is another really cool advantage for this type of device. And having an S Pen, like I've always mentioned, is something that's really, really cool, and you're basically going to be able to get that here inside of this type of device as well. On the backside, you're getting this frosted glass back, that's awesome, and you're getting a triple camera setup there as well, which is another really nice thing. Being able to go through and pick up those types of things within a phone is something that's really cool because this type of device, in a lot of ways, still does kind of hold up pretty well. So when I look at this phone and I look at something like an iPhone 17 Pro Max, or I look at like a Galaxy S25, those types of phones in a lot of ways do hold up pretty well compared to a phone like this. So I would definitely say from that side, I'm a really, really big fan of this type of device from that particular perspective. Some updates though, this phone did end off with Android 13, so that was about 3 versions of Android ago. I think it might be getting a security update here and there, but it's like kind of few and far between. You're really kind of stuck in a situation where this type of device isn't really going to be giving you any more software updates, and that's kind of the big problem here. If you're going to go through and pick up a phone, now that we're on Android 16, One UI 8 is basically here. This phone being stuck at One UI 5 is going to be kind of a problem for some people, and I feel like that right there is going to be kind of a downside. So, take it as you will, but that could end up being one of the main problems here. If you're planning on buying something like a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it's definitely going to be one of those problems. So that right there is going to be a main issue that you're going to be running into. Now, on top of that, I think another big thing to keep in mind here too is with something like a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, these types of devices are kind of going to be limited when it comes down to your overall experience. And they're not really, they're much cheaper now than they used to be, but the phone itself hardware-wise, like if this phone was still getting Android versions, I would probably recommend people to buy this phone, but because it's no longer getting any more versions of Android, I just probably wouldn't really recommend anyone to go ahead and buy this type of phone anymore. So when it comes down to it, that's kind of how the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is holding up in the later part of 2025. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.